The next will be our review of the furniture sector and industry. Furniture production is, only a small part of Georgia's manufacturing sector. However, for the last few years, it has been permanently underscored by the government as the attractive sector for the investors. And if we look at official figures for the last decade, we can definitely see that the furniture production in Georgia has been growing.
Yes, Georgi, one interesting tendency that we can derive from a number of studies on this sector particularly is that in 2010, 2013, the value of furniture export from Georgia was increasing, but starting from 2013, export value declined, and in 2014 it was 61% less compared to the previous year in USA dollars. Major importing countries has changed from 2016. In 2020, 2015, main partner country was Kazakhstan, but from 2016 its part became insignificant, and the main part among Georgian furniture importing countries took Azerbaijan and Armenia, except for data from 2018 when EU countries' portion in total furniture export was 31.8%, but in monetary terms it's still very small.
I hope after Elena's personal outlook we can hear more finally about this industry in our video outlook that has been compiled by our senior reporter Anita Vaz.
Furniture production is not a leading manufacturing industry in Georgia. According to official data, the share of its output and the total output of the manufacturing industry in 2019 only amounted to 1.8% or 183.1 million lari. However, the state has named the furniture industry as one of the attractive ones for investors in the region over the past few years. The furniture industry has also been named as attractive one in the 2019 Investment Climate and Opportunities Review of Enterprise Georgia. Most of furniture companies in Georgia are still small and medium-sized. In terms of revenue, in 2019, the top 5 companies in the furniture industry were as follows: Yuski with 22,457,000 lari, Laboratory My House with 21,012,685 lari, Embawood with 12,708,983 lari, Tao with 10,663,018 lari, and Embatrade with 10,029,976 lari. A large part of the furniture industry consists of imported goods, the rate of which is growing from year to year. Foreign trade data shows that the furniture export market is not stable. The leading trading partner countries change every year. The volume of exports to EU countries is also small. The top 3 countries from which furniture is imported are Turkey, China, and Italy. The results of the research of furniture industry show that although more than half of the furniture presented in Georgia is imported, the export data is quite impressive. In 2019, furniture worth $1.7 million was exported from the country. In the second quarter of 2021, both import-dependent and local furniture companies started selling their products. Despite the reduced demand, this year's sales show positive dynamics. Homemade is a fully Georgian company with its production. Their representatives don't say much about 2020 because last year turned out to be extremely tough. Switching to online sales last year proved to be a rather difficult task for them. The furniture house notes that as demands increase in 2021, the opening of the HoReCa sector has especially helped businesses. Due to the increase in prices for raw materials, they had to adjust the price of their products by about 30 to 40%.
We depend on wood, metal and other materials. Unfortunately, our product prices have increased a lot. We try not to increase prices. We already have low prices since we produce in Georgia. We want our products to be affordable so that all customers can buy our furniture, but unfortunately we had to increase prices this year.
The Laboratory My House, which was in the top 5 in terms of revenue in 2019, notes that the dynamics of 2021 are positive compared to those of 2020. Mobility is reduced, though they have maintained the number of loyal users. At this stage, the business is facing problems such as complicated logistics, lari exchange rate, and customer segmentation.
This crisis first hit the lowest class. People who have lost their jobs, do not have enough income, and have other priorities to take care of in life, such as food, medicine, and so on. We had problems because of Georgian lari exchange rate. Our brand imported all of its products from Japan, Brazil, and all over Europe and Asia as well. The change in Georgian lari exchange rate primarily affects prices. The lari has depreciated about 30% in recent years. This is a big issue. Our logistics costs also increased due to global crisis.
Ashley Homestore, which provides products imported from the United States, says that they have been able to maintain market positions over the past 2 years. Apparently, the demand for home furniture has increased. Distinctively good results have been obtained as a result of the development of e-commerce business. The demand for American furniture is really growing. We have also conducted research on pandemic-induced changes. Despite all the restrictions that were imposed on the furniture industry in March 2020, people adapted easily because our website, the online platform, was quite sophisticated. We have always paid a lot of attention to digital commerce, so it was relatively easy for our customers to switch to online shopping. At the request of the state, the German International Development Fund has studied the Georgian furniture industry and its export opportunities. Unfortunately, the document is not publicly available. However, the fact that the furniture sector has development prospects and potential for export is also evidenced by the interest of the state and donor organizations. It's difficult to talk about furniture exports because so far, as explained by the manufacturers themselves, even the local market cannot be satisfied, and export volumes are quite small.
When I mentioned documents and studies on the sector, Georgi, one of them comes from Enterprise Georgia, namely in the document Review of Investment Climate and Opportunities issued by Enterprise Georgia, the furniture industry was named as one of the attractive sectors for investment. Most of the furniture producers in Georgia fall under the category of SMEs, small and medium enterprises, so it seems that developing this sector might be one of the focuses of the post-pandemic development agenda. Our producer, Anna Lapiashvili, helped us with the commentary from Enterprise Georgia, which we can now offer to our viewers and followers.
So as Enterprise Georgia, we have a few directions in our portfolio, one of them being access to finance for different sectors, and the other one being export support for different sectors. One of the sectors that we orient on is furniture manufacturing in Georgia. We support them through access to finance mechanisms, and we already have over 38 different beneficiaries in this regard. And also in the micro grant segment where we support micro enterprises, we also have over 200 enterprises which also focus on furniture direction. For export purposes, we were quite active before the pandemic to support this type of companies, especially in international exhibitions. We're looking at them in terms of supporting participation in international exhibitions. We participated in 2 different exhibitions over this past 2 years in 2018 and 2019. And with this, we also held a local design for Georgian producers to showcase what they could do in furniture manufacturing. Currently, these directions are also included in our access to finance programs, and we are additionally launching a new program to support this sector even more. So this would be focusing on additional access to finance mechanisms, including collateral guarantees, including co-financing of loans, and including grants at the same time. So this sector will additionally be prioritized to support this sector even more than it currently is. We already have a furniture cluster which exists in the country today, so this is a good development initiative, of course. We're also orienting on the local companies being somewhat of a substitute for imported products. And again, for particular sectors and particular directions within the furniture sector, which is such as component manufacturing for some of the furniture products, we actually have additional potential in terms of attracting investors into the country as well. So this could be an additional advantage and additional growth point for Georgia.